I sit up here was kind of, those are the actors and they're performing. There is no way a white person could be afraid of black people taking over when you done killed, stole, and destroyed in their house. See, these people are only entertaining for foreigners. I'm seeing it now. They're suffering. They know it's reaping time. Black America at the vote said, leave us alone. We've been watching them. We just been sitting here like, who the fuck are they talking to? And then the young man says, be proud of being white. Nobody has a problem with that. You're supposed to have a self-pride, but it's supposed to come with dignity, integrity, self-accountability, and leaving other motherfuckers alone. See, we ain't the same. We never will be, because y'all are playing this game for likes and clicks, and you need this artificial attention. But them folks don't live here. Those people that paid y'all to turn against your citizens, they don't live in your country. And then y'all do y'all understand? That's what I know y'all don't get. We as Black America live in a certain way. We don't need rules. We don't need to tell nobody tell us nothing. We are self-governed. And because we're self-governed, we can help our neighbor. Y'all took our kindness for weakness and you used them for the world, and they don't care. They think y'all hilarious. They are using your reaping. Yes, we did. We haven't did nothing. It ain't been no new fashion, no new creative. I think the last thing we left y'all with was the seafood boil. Everything that we told, just leave alone. You're imitators, you can't create, you can't invent. We don't have any animosity against you. All we want to be done is just leave us alone. And now this big performance. It's just the performance. Because let me tell you, baby, if you're afraid of something, you don't poke the bear. If something was less than you, you don't take money, time, and effort and energy. And then watch this. There has never been a moment in history where a white man has not walked around here like a peacock. At every level, the people were passed to get into a system. Watch how they working now. It wasn't anything they built and created for themselves. It's where they infiltrated. And they did it with no problem. And they would go, because I'm white. Right now, this is a subconscious, whether y'all know it or not, because I'm white, I shouldn't be suffering. And then how did you assume that you wasn't in poverty on welfare and food stamps? What? And this is the ironic part about it. I'm going to say me, because I never understood what y'all was talking about. You're getting raped. You getting abused. Y'all have problems in your home as white. Seriously. When we be hollering, that's some white shit. You cannot get validation for Black people being dishonorable, disrespectful. Nobody cares about your color. You're deplorable. You're embarrassing. It'll be different if we did it in the house. Y'all know old people tell you the game, baby, because they sitting up there shitting on themselves. 65 and over, tell these kids, we thought it was a way of life. We didn't know. We thought it was a social system. Most of them, when they found out it was deeply morally wrong, they walked away. But guess what you white people do? You will scorn the people trying to bring you out of it. You will treat them horribly because they telling you racism ain't gonna get us nowhere. And Black people can't, y'all, we cannot. We can't. We have not played with y'all for 500 years. Blessing, miracles, and breakthroughs, blessing, miracles, and breakthroughs, blessing, miracles, and breakthroughs, because we can't. Y'all don't hear us, and we not screaming. As great as they are, they can create an event. Why would only a few want to be here? Because that don't fit us. It's all right if you clap, but that's the glory to the Almighty. We are the reality. And the thing that I noticed that y'all do, y'all think whiteness dictates what black people, like our history is being erased. By who? We are the living history. Blessed miracles and breakthroughs. What we win. We wake up every day like this. White skin and dark skin. I'm sorry. Where does this mindset, because they're doing it, they're saying it, it's affecting us? It's not. This is a reality. They play villain, now they want to be victim. Who are they doing it to? They were the villain to us, but now they're afraid. They only 7% of population globally, but they're scared. No, baby, they're performing for the world. They're not in America at the vote. 92%, we done. We watching it like they really gonna do this. They're doing it to themselves. For us, we like, okay, that's how they got over on our ancestors. Okay, it was a mental game. Okay. And our youth, the lady, white woman, you remember what you said? I got kicked off TikTok because I heard her. And the baby had recorded a private meeting. And she said, the problem they gonna have is the black youth. And I thought to myself, these white children shooting up schools. The fuck they mean? And then I got it. Mentally, we are the strongest, not only because of what we endured from the abuse, but what we turned it into. You know how we figured that out? Y'all thought our suffering, we enjoyed it. Ain't that something? We found out that our lowest was y'all ceiling. Being bound and enslaved, raped, abused, told what to do, can't hold your head up. Y'all like that kind of stuff. Yes. Don't lie, because ain't no way a man that makes millions can tell me anything and I live in a trailer park and think they care about me. That's not realistic. There's no way you wouldn't even wipe my head if I got a cold. But you gonna tell me to hate a neighbor? I got racist. Can y'all tell these folks? When David Duke looked at motherfucking Donald Trump, he dipped. And I told y'all, watch the oath. And baby, me, I watch the money. I don't know how y'all be on the planet in America. That's the trick they use. Like now, no one cares. You're immoral. You're self-abusive. You're doing this to yourself. And no, we're not a safe place to fall no more. We gave y'all that opportunity. Listen to me. Black America has always given white America opportunity to come to themselves. We've always offered them, let's find this out together. They've always told us, you black, get back. We know what we talking about. We told them, y'all don't know what you're talking about. You gonna run into something, and evil had overtook them 50 years ago. Y'all, I'm telling you this. And the first sign I knew a problem was the nursing home coach. It was Posh. And I remember when I was younger, they made sending their children out because black women were no longer being their nannies and the boarding schools. But my friends, they used to run to our house on the weekends when they let them go and tell us all. And we were shocked because these people up in suit and ties. And now I'm 53. And look, it's a generation that thinks that we're mean to their grandparents. You hear me? So they have a right to be mean to us. And I'm telling y'all, the problem is in your house. You teach your children that. Yes, you do. Women, you have the babies by these atrocious ass characters. Because my thing is, you got to come to yourself and you got to desire better, and you cannot use excuses. There is no way you had a 500-year head start in degradation To the fact y'all comfortable murdering Black people. You're comfortable raping Black. Yes, they are, like it ain't shit. We have not got out of genocide in America yet. That's why we are not empathetic. We told you wherever these people go, wherever they doing business with, it ain't no good. We told y'all great leaders go before their people to make peace so their people don't know war. And how you tell a great leader is how he take care of the poor. We told you these are young boys with guns. Now we're here. We are here. So there's what we're going to do. We're going to face it. White-skinned people, you got to clean your, we love you, baby. We got your back if you got your front. We cannot. This is not a demon that we brought here. We broke the curse of slavery in the mind to the point they had no idea. The young man that did Project 2025 did it off studying Black people. He said we're predictable. That's when we knew, baby, they playing the wrong game. We don't, this is intellectual guerrilla warfare. It's how you use your mind and your heart. Dude, how can an unjust man, and then watch this, he's a convicted felon, a pedo, a rapist, sitting there telling you who the criminal is. That don't sound crazy to you? That's why all this illusion, y'all gotta stop it, because your children, this is sad, because our children are excelling, inventing, and creating because they realize that they don't want to go in a survival area when they have the mind to create and invent in the midst of bombs going off in Baghdad. Your children want to know why I'm like this. That's as simple, because y'all been lying to them. Do you know it's hard for Black people to face that the only reason that we was in this because we didn't do to y'all what y'all did to us? Do you know how heartbreaking it is to know that people that look like us went up there with y'all and said them and they clique can get it, and treated us like y'all did? Worse, because they infiltrated. They came to see what we knew. And then look at what's being revealed. If you cannot see it now, you lost. And now it's time to be account. If you're still talking about color and racism, you're primitive. You're trying to drag us down. No, you're a disgusting human. You can't see your neighbor got 2 eyes, a nose, and 2 ears, and a mouth like you. When your stomach growl, do you want it filled? Why you don't want that for another human? And one thing I do not like, I love animals too, but I'm not going to love no animal before I love a human. See, you don't want to love something you can't control. I know the problem. Y'all haven't come to yourself and your humanity. You have no self-control. So you want other people to do what you want to do to make yourself feel good. It don't work like that, baby. And y'all performing. These people around the world, these white folks are performing. Let me tell you the sign that they serious. We get our inheritance with a decree. They are held accountable or allow us to, and leave us alone so we can heal. We know what the world needs. We know we are the priests of the world. Everybody thinks that Black people don't know our power. We do, but it's for the glory of the Almighty, the Creator, the one who took us from being in bondage. We always knew. We have 2 things we always have. If you have a written historian, there's an oral historian, because we know y'all kill us and whitewash shit. So there's going to be always somebody to tell the tale. We have not, those breadcrumbs that was left for us, we knew what they were. But why would we tell y'all? It does not make, I don't understand. Y'all have, this country has never did anything for us to show you the fullness of who we are. And we have no problem with people being proud of who, but your pride comes with hurting us. Hey, how do you be proud of that? How do you stand up and say, The only pride I had is to abuse other people, to lie on other people, to not that I am me, not that I do good in the community, not that I scratch beyond my boundaries, but because I hate for nothing. Y'all don't even know us. I ain't never been so proud of Black America Bay. I remember when Jeffrey said it's not time. I was pissed then. It's always the right time for equality and justice. It's always like now, everybody getting primary. Ain't no use of spending no money. Everybody. Because when we needed y'all, where were you? We are right now taken over by domestic terrorists, racists who are pedos and pedo protectors. Right now. Supreme Court allowed it. Because they just like them. Did y'all understood what they did? They got them a scapegoat. And they were going to cover up what they was doing in the closet by a stroke of a pen. And the distraction was they were going to fix them niggas. We never was going to get in an uproar because Black people, that's not our shit. What white people tell us is our shit ain't our shit. What they put on that TV ain't our shit. That's a marketing technique. Target marketing, blanket marketing. See, and then like that Manifest Destiny, same thing they racists got taught is the same thing they taught them people from over there. That's why they don't want y'all together. It was all a con, baby. And it all started with a pen. It's going to end with a pen. Racism was brought into this earth, and it's going to be, it's a mindset. And since y'all don't, you sit up here with this delusion, you need to be straitjacketed. You might need to go to the jailhouse, our house, whatever house you need to go to, but you ain't going to be in our house. I hope people are really understanding this is revealing for the restoration. And in the revealing, the worse it gonna get worse. Because if they cross over in the restoration, and I told people like the healing is gonna hurt worse than the breaking. You don't supposed to be supporting evil. You ain't supposed to be entertaining. You're not betraying evil, having their ass locked up, put in jail. Why are they in the earth? Why are they in the heart of family? If you don't know five generations of your family, something is wrong with you. That's mama, daddy, grandma, grandpa, great grandma, grandpa, cousins, aunties, uncles. There's something. I'm telling you now. If you ain't teaching your children, stop making excuses for these goddamn schools. One thing we do in our home as Black people, we teach our children our history. If y'all not doing that, it's going to be on account for you. Y'all got to stop with this systematic stuff. These people would have never had power if y'all hadn't gave it to them. You would have never been in the era of a revamp of a racist society that didn't even work. Why would you want to repeat it? Do y'all know what happened to them people? Well, y'all about to find out. And it's going to be worse for them because they're about to be global, baby. And this is not a pivot, honey. Let's not do that. This ain't getting on the right team. You got to look in the mirror. You got to decide. Because we got 3 years and some months to rest. Black America, you got to rest, baby. If you want this restoration, if you want it to be revealed what was the stifling point in your life, be still. Let God be God. The Father, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because they put government of defense up against God and then sit up here. They blasphemed like it was nothing. They call themselves Christians with no fruit. They have these people confused. Supposed to see God in the mirror. What prophet do you follow? And then, let me tell you what they'll do. They'll let these folks tickle their ear. No, boo-boo, you can't tell me what Elijah said. I'm reading myself. And I'm not talking about no man. That's a half-breed. See? All these games they done got y'all in. And they done got you so soul tied in it. You think if you don't lose it, baby, you better lose. You want some freedom. You better come to you are the conscious thought of God. He created trillions of us because he thinks that much, and that still ain't enough. These folks thought they were going to stop God's design. They can't. What you gonna do? You just gonna show yourself that you ain't on his seed. And that's cool for us. I know from Kingdom Kids, we've been waiting on this. Y'all didn't have to lie about it. Y'all could have did all this. And we could have been separated the wheat from the tare. And we would have, look, globally, Black America, we ready. We ain't got time for it, though. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. You got to love yourself and stop letting people groom your children. Stop letting people, I do not care if you don't have a high, I don't care if you got a 3rd grade education, baby. You smarter than any one of these motherfuckers with a degree. I can prove it to you. I don't care if you ain't got $1 in your pocket. You gonna survive this, honey. You know how to eat sardines and live by candles. You know how to sleep in the woods. You finna be the one training and teaching them, and they gonna have to pay you. God, y'all gonna be in them. All them treasures they done stored up, oh, that's yours. They made it that way. Now, let me tell you something. This world said this is what God was. And what did God tell us? If they can do all that, feature, imagine what I can do for you. He doing it. Y'all know he doing it because they're lying to themselves. Evil got humans lying to themselves. They're choosing this. They're putting their money there. They're making them people rich. They go to that job. Right now, watch this. We are in a worse time than we was in Corona. Y'all know they got to give us stimulus, but y'all won't all sit down. Stimulus is to stimulate you to go back into the economy. You the best commodity they got. Y'all got it yet? That's why don't be disillusioned, honey. Those races are performing for the world because they want the world to think they did nothing wrong. It's called grooming. They say it over and over. They wear you down to where you think it's all right. Oh, that's just, no, that is filth and trash. That is not American. It ain't got shit to do with Black America. We rested. Every time you see us, it'll be at the polls. And the way they working right now, they don't want us there. So what we gonna do, white folks, is watch you want to be free or not. Thank you're racist for this. They put the whole bag in your lap and the camera is right in front of y'all, in front of the world. And all y'all can give them is a reality show. And listen, world, Black America know our place. But we don't do things out of season and out of time. They had to see themselves. Believe this, all this time, illusions, TV, this, that, they had the World Wide Web. And now look, they live off of falsity inside these screens for the first time in their life. They have to see themselves. When it's not safe, they can't come to Black people. They got to come back home. And for the first time, the global world sees who they really are. And it ain't pretty. And remember, birds of a feather flock together, honey. You would never see a Black American work in a system that kills their people. We have an unspoken system that they cannot destroy. And we're all kings and queens. We're on the other side of the Calvary. We wear our color. And we help what we can. We don't have a camera and a satellite. We don't do great hurrahs. And when we do, like, we'll air out things, but we're not gonna ask for permission, and we're not gonna do it their way because it's corrupt. But it's not time. See, global world, our signal was when everything come back in order. This imaginary end of the world, they're like, it's the end of racism in their world that you can abuse freely, this, that. Look, but go read. I want y'all to read. Read. Slaves wrote. Read what they wrote. And for they had hell on earth. And they lived in it happily. Now it's time for kingdom on earth. And it's so. So let's not play these games anymore. They're performing for the world. And y'all keep clapping for them. Black Americans, if you want the fullness of, you must rest. You must come to yourself. You must understand you have never did nothing wrong. They were playing in our face. We never had to abide by nothing they put on paper. It was always invalid. Only thing black people have to do is adhere to the covenants and commandments. Because we rooted in love. Them people ain't gonna move us, honey. They're actually hilarious because they're proving everything our ancestors and those who went on said. Leave them white folks alone. They ain't got no sin. And they're proving it. In global world, nothing they do. You know what fascinates us? If they hold themselves accountable. You know what make us take them serious? If they're see, when everybody thought they weren't gonna get their stamps, look what we did. Look what black, white, orange. Look what they did. That's Americans. Merry Christmas to you too, darling. And the Happy New Year come. No, blessed, overflowing New Year. I just want y'all to see, because I came to, and I'm going to tell you how it was a demon pit to me. I was just like, who speak to you, listen. That don't mean you got to do what they say. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. Don't let nobody fool you. It's all right to listen. Let it come in. Process it. When you hear that's in the spirit. So you process it to the hearing, they're going to tell you whether to repeat it, do it, or whatever. Don't do what other people do for their life. Please, y'all, don't do that. Do what's best for you. This is the season of being, because God is not going to heal nothing covered up. He not. Like now, all of that grandstanding, all of that, but now it's time for healing and the hospital closing. Now it's time for midwives, and the doctors ain't gonna get paid. Y'all see what I'm telling you? These people not only are the villain, but created their own fire, won't atone, won't repent, but then now they want empathy. But they said that makes you weak. See what I'm telling you? That's why we can't, in Black America, we can't be people funny. We can't, not the one that took us over this. We don't want to miss him. And we can't help people that don't believe. That's the craziest thing. You know, an atheist do more than a church person. Man, I don't want to get into that. All I know is blessings overflowing. This new year is about you. You want your family healed, you get healed. I started going through my therapy 20 years ago, and I remember the situation. Sister-in-law, my brother-in-law. Yes, I walked in my home. I have a thing. My home is a piece of heaven. I don't play about it. I do like the archangels. I'll put your ass up out my house with that demonistic stuff. But I walked in there. And y'all know stress. My husband had that first husband had diabetes, the greedy for all that stuff. That be real. But I'm not thinking about stuff. I'm family orientated. I'm like, okay, God, I get stuff back. But I heard them say, you need to stop telling her everything. Y'all, I lost it. When I started getting my therapy, start dealing with me. Because I wanted God to fix me. Every time something happened, people be like, why you always talk? Because that's my testimony. I don't know what y'all really doing in your life, and I ain't going to talk about other folks. And I be wanting him to fix me because I'm the problem sometimes, especially with my standard. As broke as I wasn't going to break my stand. No, I'm going to love on people, give to people. Loving the unlovable was the hardest thing to do, but I them right, cuss their ass out, put them where they belong, still bring them a plate, still Uber them something to eat, still Uber their ass to work, but leave them there. They're already dangerous. They like ticking time bomb. I ain't never seen, when I tell you to hear older people go, I never seen nothing like this before. And they was racist as shit. I'm like, what the fuck you mean you ain't never seen nothing like this before? And they say it. We would do that in the house. That's just so we would say. These people at the expected end, they have nowhere to go. They're not doing it up front because they got to, they want to. They doing it because they got to. Their children don't want to be racist. America is not a racist country. You can't hide behind God with it. None of that. They're calling them out. And no matter what, look what CBS just did. Now it lost its reputation. I don't watch TV no way. I tried 1 week. That shit. I don't see how. I love truth too much. I read bubblegum rappers, baby. You know, don't tell me something and I can't read and ask questions. Don't try to pontificate with me. And when I ask you to break down like a 3-year-old, you can't understand nothing. Y'all better get away from them folks. Because now the youth pontificated and they act like they can't understand them big words. These college degrees, I'm watching them break down like they kids. Need their mom and daddy to tell them what to do. And I'm like, all these years, this big, I got credit score. I got this. And I'm telling you, they did it to me. Like it went, oh, when I tell you they did everything but put their ass in my face. Told me, tried to trick my children into running into the world and doing for them. Yeah, they did a number on me. And the reason why I got joy, because I knew when I got to where God wanted me to be, He's my avenger. 28 years, didn't know it was going to take this long, but baby, it was worth the ride. Because when I tell you the things I've seen, and they got to look at me and know that I know that they know that I know. Yeah, I went through a period they tried my character. Like I wasn't going to love my enemy. No, boo-boo, that don't happen. I go sit and talk with race because I be wanting to know. That's how I know about this stuff. They was just like, and then to learn that how y'all don't think that but that's what urban and rural, segregated areas, yes, what they do to y'all is put a word on it. Like in our neighborhood, in the historical Black neighborhood, this year it's been amazing to see white people on the sidewalk walking around. They don't want no drugs. They in there watching the beautiful murals and visiting and going back home. That's what I'm telling you. I done seen it. I demon pit to a piece of heaven. And my home always gonna be a piece of heaven, baby. I don't care if bombs going off in Baghdad. When I close that door, I don't care if I got a backpack in the corner. Wherever I'm at, heaven is inside of me. And I want everybody to experience it, but I gotta be. That's what I'm saying. It's not outside in. That's how the world trick you. Do you know when you go in a playground, you'll never win? It ain't no winning in a playground, honey. It's dog eat dog. Then they get to the one, and look how they looking. Lonely, up at night, terrified, paranoid, schizophrenic, pill popping, finna overdose. Told you. It don't tell y'all. It's time to take care of home. Y'all not who you think you are. Just because you can abuse, kill, and steal, and government lets you. That's how y'all got over. It wasn't you're married. It wasn't because you had screens. It's because they infiltrated the governmental system. This is the second time. Use the power of the system. But this time, we're not going to allow you. Your pen is invalid. Ever since it came down the escalator this time, unjust laws or no laws at all, and they don't apply to Black people. We tried to explain that to you. We actually have eviction notices for if they broke the birthright citizenship, everybody on the Nina Penn Santa Maria must go, and them Siberians they brought over here gonna go behind them. We're not playing. We took 20 years to do this. That's why when the baby said what we need, get to it. What we did is everybody did their independent, like me, I do mine for Mississippi. My homegirl do hers from New Jersey. Like that. I do mine, she do hers, and what we do is try to collect as much information as we can. But I'm blessed to be in Mississippi. They don't hire shit. Because they think could nobody read. Baby, I was all in them archives. Then I'm a blue blood. They better not tell me no. I wish they would say one thing to me. And that's a little extra. But that's what it takes. I'm just letting y'all know, world, don't let these people, they're in a reality show. They're in a delusion. Black America is resting. Read Jeremiah. We on the wall. We're not coming down. We're going to use our swords. And look how they're behaving, and you're going to tell what place they in. We're getting ready for a global move to have our place in the world. We know who we are. We know our power and authority. Our house been clean. Them that eat your slaps and crises are not Black people. Until y'all come to yourself and clean your house, you won't never meet us. I just wanted to get that in the ether, get that in the atmosphere, because all this game playing, no, them folks crazy. At the boat, we eating popcorn, laughing, calling each other like, do you see this shit? And I told everybody they ain't got no bottom, they ain't gonna stop. They always wear their shame as boldness. They always use the pen to rearrange their lives, to feel good about that. It's about feelings for them. That's what break their mind, because they know they lying to themselves. We good. We working on getting in bricks. Nah, y'all ain't gonna leave us behind. We were born to lead.